Hi, my name's Hannah Crowley. I'm the author of Getting Through Tough Times for a Healthy Place, and I'm here to continue talking about what it was like for me growing up with an eating disorder. I was diagnosed when I was 13, and since then it's been kind of a crazy roller coaster. And after being in and out of hospital a bit and after seemingly recovering, I began to spiral more out of control again when I was about 16, and I think what I was trying to do was kind of form some kind of control for myself, because I lived in a house in a community that was very rule orientated. I grew up in a very religious house, and we were told, you know, the things that we could and couldn't do, and I don't mean that we were dictated to exactly, because we could have rebelled, I'm sure, but this is what we thought was right, and the way that I was acting with my illness, people didn't understand, and they would, you know, beg me to repent and to make different life choices, and I really struggled with that because it didn't really feel like I was making choices anymore, but at the same time that's what I was led to believe was happening. And my first therapist was a church therapist, and it kind of just felt like I was at a glorified confession, and I felt awful, like I was sitting there and telling this lady that I'd killed somebody or something. That's almost how people were treating it, and so every day I thought I was doing something that was really, really wrong, when actually I was just ill. And I think that perhaps because I'd been so used to living underneath rules and hierarchies, I created these rules of anorexia, and even when I tried to break off from following rules, I actually was just following completely different ones. And so all of these things were conflicting inside my head, and I just didn't know what to do. And I think that that can be a massive contributing factor to mental illness, when there are so many different rules and decisions to make that you don't know what to do, and everything inside you is conflicting, and you just lose track of who you are. You feel like you don't have an identity anymore. And I think the hardest thing to do is sift through all of the craziness and all of the things that are coming at you from outside of your own head, and figure out what you want and who you are. And it's easier said than done, but it's not until you can recognise that there are things that actually you can control that you can start to recover, and that's what I'm doing now. But it did get really, really dark before it started to get better, and I'm going to speak a bit more about that next week. My name's Hannah Crowley for Healthy Place, and I'll speak to you later.